Yo, yo.
My bad. Oops. I bumped my knee into the table. That kind of hurt.
Good.
My bad. That did kind of hurt.
I know, as soon as I unmuted the mics, like, you bumped right into the table, as soon as I hit it.
I think I scraped my knee. I can feel the burn. I'm pretty sure I did. Thanks for joining us and for being here, guys. We do appreciate it. It's good to see you. We're off by lunchtime.
Coming in hot, stumbling in once again.
Per usual, you know.
Per usual.
Fashionably late. We're always going to be late for our own show. Like,
all right.
We really got to stick to our time. Like 5 Central time, I think. Mountain time?
Yeah, usually it's 5 p.m. Mountain on Saturdays, but...
Hey, Captain. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. And Smiley Tori, if she's there with you, too. Hi. Meant to see your guys' stream that you were doing with a short box Padawan, but I passed out early. That happens sometimes.
But yeah. This week we're doing it a couple hours later than usual again.
Yeah, because we had to go out and do some adult errands today and take care of a few things, and we didn't want to feel rushed. Since we slept in a little later than we were anticipating.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't even get going until a lot later.
I wanted to get up and going at like 8 or 9, and I didn't get up till like 11 or 10, 10:30, quarter 11.
Yeah, it was something like that. It was
about 10:30.
Yeah.
But we still got most of it done, so that much is good.
Yeah.
Because adulting, it's what we do.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's Webhead weekend.
It is, huh?
It is Web.
I forgot what shirt I was wearing, but
yours is Team Up.
Yeah, mine would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cab says Tori got drunk with Shorty.
Oh, I believe it.
Oh, that'd have been funny to see.
Right, we'll have to watch the replay.
Yeah.
Definitely have to. We don't drink at all.
Yeah, hardly at all anymore.
Like, everyone in my family drinks, so, like, my mom and my sisters and my brother-in-law.
I just started kicking my ass way too hard. It's like, my hangovers are getting worse, and
it's not bad. It is pretty good sometimes. Some of the alcohol, Carlito's been showing I want to try. He's been drinking like the Jameson and like whiskey. Some of it from time to time on a special occasion. I do like a drink or two.
Yeah, it's not bad every now and then.
Yeah, we just don't like being hungover.
Yeah, that was my thing.
And that happens way too easy for us. Hey, Duct Tape and Glitter, thanks for joining us. It's so good to see you.
Hey, how's it going?
We did get your card, and it was so lovely.
Yeah, we loved it. Thank you so much for that.
It reminded him of what his mom used to always do in holiday cards, is putting in like little confetti.
Yeah, like the confetti bit, so when you open it, it like falls on your lap or something. Yeah, my mom was notorious for that.
She's also notorious for saying it was her birthday when it wasn't. Whenever you went out to eat.
Yeah, so that they would like sing to you.
Yeah.
I hated that, and she knew it too, and that's why she would do it. She loved embarrassing me for sure. And I mean, there was times when she probably didn't realize she was too, but
probably. But it's what they do. Their parents. They're supposed to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
They're supposed to.
Yeah, she did a good job of it.
Indeed.
That's for sure. But yeah, so so like we did last year, actually. I think last year, it was the first year that we did it. So like the first show of the new year was when we would like look back at the year before, and talk about some of our favorite reads and like writers and artists and stuff. And you know what's funny? Like I just, once again, with how we're always so prepared and everything.
Sometimes we are. Sometimes we're more prepared than others. Other times we're not. Because honestly, I didn't put my list together. I
hurry and threw mine together real quick. Like,
I'm trying to I know I love Magic Order, but I think that came out in 2019, not 2020.
It doesn't matter when it came out, like what you read this year, because I think I might have something.
But I still think I read it in 2019 because it's already 2021.
That's true. It still could have been Magic Order. I think we read that.
It was Brave and the Bold.
If it was this year, it was early.
No, it was last.
But I think it was. I think it was last year. Yeah.
What do you got? Maybe you'll. Oh yeah, Lady Killer.
That would okay. That one's on there. That was
definitely a good list. Yeah, definitely Lady Killer.
Yeah, and I want to say I think she is working on it again, on some stuff for that, and I really hope so because those two trades of Lady Killer that we have are so good.
So good. Ooh, Mechanica. Lady Mechanica's been really good.
Yeah, they had a good series this last year. Yeah.
It was The radio series was the
Was it the Saint Mercy or what was it?
I think it was Saint something.
Yeah, I think it was the Saint Mercy one. I think
Mercy.
if I remember right. But
Yeah, it was a really good read.
so two of mine that I have on this list are actually two. I mean, they're quite easily on my like all-time lists now. And they're literally two like my favorite things that I've ever read, and one of them, Books of Doom.
Drum roll. I hadn't. I couldn't
Oh.
do the drum roll. Books of Doom was a really good read. I'm
Yeah.
really glad you told me to read that
Yeah,
one.
if I had that one would be number one. If I had to actually put it in order,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Books of Doom would be number one. Even though, yeah, it's older. It didn't come out last year, but it.
I'm still trying to think.
I read it earlier last year.
Other stuff I read this year.
The other one, because what I was about to say when I was putting this list together real quick, I don't think you read most of these. Like a lot of them, I don't think you have.
I read Joel Jones.
That one you did. I think that might be the only one that you did.
Was Guardians of the Galaxy 2019?
What? Oh, the Donny Cates run.
Yeah.
I think his ended.
Because I really liked that one, and I think I read it in... Yeah, that one I read in 2019. It's hard because of the pandemic
It
and
was
stuff.
probably the
It's like,
previous year.
it's hard to know because so much got postponed, and then it's like...
Yeah, this is a tough year to
Yeah.
kind of do this because the industry itself shut down for
I'm still
what
trying
was
to
it like?
remember.
It was like a good month and a half or something.
Yeah. I know I've been, like, in this series, and, like, my next... Because the one thing...
You did read that? You read number one of that last year?
Yeah, and I liked it. It was really good.
Of
Rorschach.
Rorschach, yeah, is what you're
I
talking
said
about.
it right. Yay!
Right.
I can't pronounce words. There was a few others. What was the last one that you
Well,
sang?
so the other one, so how I said there was two that would be on my all-time list. Books of Doom was one, and the other one is Spider-Man Life Story.
Oh, I started that one, but I didn't finish it. I got like one chapter in and I didn't finish it yet. I need to.
The writer of that is actually on the short list of my favorite writers of the year,
Nice.
Chip Zdarsky.
I'm really loving David Mack's work on Norse mythology, and I really want to get 1 and 2.
He would probably be on your like favorite artist list of the year.
Oh yeah, he'd be one of them. I love his art. It is so beautiful the way
Yeah.
he does it, like with watercolors and everything.
Yeah, this last year especially, you became a much bigger fan of him.
Yes, he did.
Because like so, two writers that I became bigger fans of just in the last year is Chip Zdarsky being one of them, and the other one is Brian Hill.
Oh, I love Brian Hill.
Which that one, the Brian Hill one, that one's actually been rising in the last like couple of years, really.
Have you read Postal that I told you to read?
No, and that's the thing. He writes
You
that,
need
huh?
to.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
writer on that.
You need to, because I think you would really enjoy it. I enjoyed Postal. I think I read it in 2019 though, at the end of 2019, but it was still a really good read.
Well, there was that other series though that came out last year though.
Deliverance.
That series was last year though.
Deliverance was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
enjoyed
I do think that
Deliverance.
you like the original run first, right? Though
Oh yeah,
much
big
better.
time. Yeah.
And what was that one like? 7 trades? Because I remember
I thought
when
it was 9.
9 trades.
I thought
For some reason, 7 is what's in my head. I know. Yeah.
there's up to 7 on the bookcase, but I don't know if because maybe it is only 7.
I think it might be 7. Because just
Why
when
am
I
I
yeah,
thinking 9?
I don't know. Because I mean, you could be right though. I could be wrong, but for some reason, I want to say I thought it was 7. Because when I was getting all the trades from In Stock.
I think it might only be 7. Maybe it's because Saga stopped at 9.
Saga, yeah, I think Saga has stopped at 9 so
Maybe
far.
that's what it is that's tripping me out. That could be it.
Yeah, I think Saga's the one. I know.
Hey, Kachoon! Thanks for joining us. It's good to see you.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
We're just kind of going over our reads of last year that we recommended. I'm having a hard time remembering what I read.
Well, I know I was just looking at our trade shelf over there, and I forgot how you had gone through and organized it much better. And
It looks so good, guys.
the
I can't
indies,
wait to
yeah, and the
show
indies
you.
are in a different place now. So
Yeah, we moved the indies to the top, and then I finally got everything filed. All the random stacks of books, because I will not make the mistake twice. I swear to you, I will not. I will not ask you to file books anymore. The one and only time I asked him to file books for me because I was too busy, or I had to go run this errand, or I had to go take care of that, or I had to work. it overall resulted in him taking out more books than he put in because he wanted to write on the back of them and read Back and Boredom and wanted to read this one. And it took another good 2-3 weeks for me to get them all put away. So
Well, with how terrible my memory is, of course I'm going through it like, oh, I forgot we had this. Like, oh,
scatterbrains, just
I
like,
know.
oh,
I'm like,
I mean, props to you. You did empty out the stack of to file books that we had, but you
but I also brought out more.
still brought out a little quarter more than half of what you put away in just ones that were already put away, and then wrote all of them.
I know, it was
But
terrible.
in doing so, we have like no capacity left. We have like maybe very little in some of our boxes, and since we've been going through them, we decided that we're putting like Batman in his designer box, Superman in his, because we have Spider-Man, Deadpool, Superman, and Batman designer boxes. And so we're gonna put their first series in the designer boxes, and then just have that free up some room in all of these.
But yeah, here soon we're gonna have to start on the next row
Yeah.
of drawer boxes.
But I mean, in the process of getting everything filed and set and put away, I was able to come across a stack of what I hope to read. So that's kind of like one thing we were gonna do is just show the books that we plan on reading or that's coming up on our reads.
Yeah, because that's ahead looking into next year. Because that's another thing that we kind of do on our first one. Yeah, because I mean, based off like solicitation, I haven't even really looked at solicitations for a while. Since
There's
we haven't
been
been
a few,
going.
yeah, there's been a few ones because I'm still kind of keeping tabs on what's been coming out, just because I really want to get them and I don't want to lose my place
Right.
in them.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean everything comes out so fast, and it's it's easy to get to fall behind, especially on series
really
like
is.
Batman or Detective that double ships.
I know, I still have so much Batman to read. That's definitely up on my to reads. One of my recent up to reads though is this one. It like I love this variant.
Oh,
I've
so
been-
yeah, that was that
Peach Momoko.
Peach Momoko one, huh?
Yeah. This one's up on my to read list. I love this cover. This series has been really good so far, so I can't wait to read more of it. Rorschach. And yeah, and this was like all I'm putting books away and stuff.
Yeah, I
but
haven't been like a fan of everything of hers that I've seen, but I really do like that one.
Same. Yeah.
That
hers
one's
is
a really
sometimes,
good
like,
cover.
hit or miss, and this one I think is really good on Rorschach. Like I think it's good.
Yeah, the color palette on it is really good.
And then there's also the one right after it that I came across, and it was the orange cover, issue 3.
Is it that's just the same issue though?
No, these are 2 different issues. This one's 3
Oh,
and that
yeah,
one's 2.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Kachung says he was wearing that shirt today.
Oh, this one?
Yep.
I haven't worn it in a long time, so I'm like, I'm going to wear it.
You know what? For as
Red
big as of a
Wednesday.
McFarlane fan, I was thinking of this today because I came across some of McFarlane's
It's a comfortable shirt.
issues from that run.
Yeah.
I'm a bad McFarlane fan
You are.
because I don't even have all the McFarlane ones from that series,
Mm-hmm.
and he was only he only did the first like what is it, like 11 or 12 of them.
Well, with your new job, you start next week, and when we get on top of things, you'll be able to get
I know,
the McFarlane
I know,
run.
but yeah, once. I mean, I think my first check from there is probably not going to be the best, so it'll probably be a little bit longer than that. But
True, yeah, that's right. But
once we get going, though,
yeah, we'll be getting started. I figured I'd wear it for Redhead Wednesday.
See, in this one,
I
I've been
like it.
wanting to
It's been
read
a long time
read
since
the
I worn
newer
it.
ones, but I need to get the rest of all the past ones collected or whatever, because I have like the 9 hardcovers or what, but
You do have a lot
Yeah,
of
so
them.
there's
That
Spawn
Spawn
312.
is like taking up all of one box.
oh, it's going to be more than
And
that. I mean,
the tape
once I
in
get the full thing.
yeah, the blue tape that you see on some of them, they had like letters to the alphabet to where it was like A through L, S through W, and I need to update all of those. I put everything away, but I haven't updated what letter in the alphabet starts where. So there's still plenty of that to go through, but yeah, we're getting close to capacity.
I know, yeah, and I'm surprised that it was.
I think you're right, 17.
Yeah, Kachuk says he
60%.
has issues 1 through 51 in that series. I think that that 90s Spider-Man.
It sounds about right.
I think 17 was his last,
I
although
actually
Larson
really do
did
like-
16. Yeah, I think that's right.
I do like Todd McFarlane. He's such a grown child.
I know.
Like, he's just
His
like
his
so
videos
cool.
that you show me, yeah, when he's showing off some of the figures they're working on,
Never
and
grow up.
I mean, and if
It's a
I
trap.
in like a perfect world, if I was doing exactly what I'd want to be doing, I'd be doing him. I'd be making comics and toys. Like, yeah,
Yeah, we got so many toys around the place, like so many, all over.
yeah.
A lot of
I've
them.
always loved McFarlane for so long.
He's
Yeah, and
he is good
313.
though.
This cover's kind of wicked for the holidays too.
He's definitely good though. Yeah. And this one, I've really been liking this series. I think it's adorable, and I'm such a cat person that I had like I've been looking forward to reading this one.
Is that Image? Yeah, it's Image that does that
Yeah.
one, huh?
It is Image ink blot. It's a cute little kitty. Green eyes.
I know. Based off just like the covers and stuff, I don't really know what to really expect from that
I've
series.
been enjoying it quite a bit. I like it.
Yeah,
You should read
it
it.
seems different. I've been meaning to. I do have the others out there.
Yeah, I think
I've
you
been
should
meaning
read
to read.
them. I think you'll like them. I think you will. And like I realized in putting all away, my DC Bombshells short box that I have, my designer box, is what I have all of my other to reads in. These are like so. I realized that like instead of having a massive stack on my end of the table, I just decided to have like a short box. So it's my DC Bombshells box that I pulled these from to show because we're like, oh,
Oh
well,
God, I used to have that rack next to me.
right? Well, if they were done with the ceiling, you'd be right next to you again.
In all fairness, it
They're
would be.
still not done with the ceiling. They were gonna come back and do
I
it.
think they kind of probably forgot about us.
They could have. It's
Right.
possible, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm loving this one, this series. This is another one of my favorite series going right now. But yeah, there's number 9.
Doom. I am so happy you guys got you Doom.
Yeah, that we even found out.
He didn't
about
even
this
know
series.
there was a Doom series going on, and
that one
then
right
with
there.
that, he I surprised him with it long time ago, like
the
because I
number
saw
one.
the number 1, and I'm like, I have to get this for him. And I came back home, and I was like, you're not gonna believe what I found. I got this for you. It's a surprise. And he's like, what is it? And I like showed him the first cover of Doom, and his jaw just dropped. Like, wait, what? I'm like,
Yeah, because at that time I didn't even know about them even going to be doing a series, and and especially someone that really hasn't had, like
nice.
self-titled series. That I mean, he has like minis and stuff, but I think this is his first ongoing. Actually, I might have to
It
do
could
the
be.
research, but I think it actually is his first self-titled ongoing.
I think
Because all the other ones I can think of off the top of my head were all miniseries
so.
and had like other stuff in the title, like Emperor Doom or stuff like
August
that. but-
90. He bought
August
Superman
1990.
#1 off the shelf.
Yeah, it's
That'd
not.
be
It's
dope.
around the same time for me.
It took some time for me to come around because like I went to the comic book store with my brother-in-law and sister, and that was like a long time ago. That was before I even met
It was
you.
before you even met me. Yeah.
Yeah, and I had picked up a few books and I was reading a few of his graphic novels, and then it wasn't until the when we went together that we really started collecting together, and we just have so much in common, whether it's video games or books or comics or like whatever it is. We always just get sucked in very easily, and we still have to watch Who.
Oh, I know. Yeah, we forgot. We totally forgot
Christmas
about
special.
the New Year special.
I forgot about. Yeah, we'll have to watch that. I have been. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally forgot about it too.
Special kind of special. Anyways, this is one that I'm super stoked to read too.
And that one's just gonna. That one's just like a
Two shot.
two shot.
2 issues. Yeah, it's just Talk Stories 1 of 2. And what it is they're doing it in between the time of More Monsters coming out. So it's like they're giving us a little bit to.
Oh, it's probably
and
that.
It's backstory.
They're probably taking that break, where they get a few more issues in the can, and
yeah, it's the break period time,
especially around the holidays too.
Yeah. And I love Kippa. She's so cute. And so this is kind of like backstory to what like
And
what
it's
Kippa
like
has
Kippa
done.
telling the story, right? I think
I haven't
is
read it yet.
yeah, that's kind of what
It's
I'm
on my to
expecting.
reads, but I really like this series. I just
I think I've
can't wait
only
to read it.
read that first trade of that
Huh?
of Monstrous. I think I've only read like the first trade
You
that
should
we have.
catch up on the rest of it. I think it's good.
It was good,
Yeah,
yeah.
because we have the first four
Like
trades.
4 now.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
The last one was the something.
Yeah, yeah. I think it is 4.
Yeah.
So see, and with me,
I
like
can't read that far. I
like
need to get my eyes checked. Really need to get my eyes checked. They're
like
bad.
I really like that first series. The thing with me is, you know how much stuff I'm reading already, and
Mm-hmm.
that one. I mean, it's not like over convoluted or anything, but
It's
it's
just
such
so
a big. Yeah,
dense.
it's
Very
dense. Yeah,
dense. Yeah.
exactly.
It's good though. I enjoy it.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
see, and then so it was just 1 or 2.
Yeah, and the art especially. I mean, Santa
Yeah.
Decade's art. I love her stuff. Like I've even bought in the past some of her Marvel work.
Well, we got the Todd McFarlane monstrous variant, right?
Oh yeah, that one was like a
There.
combination of.
Actually, it used to be right there. It looks like it's behind the one that's there now.
I think Doom's might be in front of it.
Yeah, Doom kind of took over. Oh, I'm changing part of my display too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna
changing
change some
part
of
of
this
it,
back there.
but
I mean, it's
not
still gonna
all of
be
it.
like
Just,
his and hers, but
yeah, just some of this stuff over here. I'm gonna change a little bit, just a wee bit.
yeah. See, in this one, I think,
Hope you're all having a good Saturday though. A good first Saturday of the year, I'd say.
and this one's a one shot too. Iron Man and Doom.
Mm-hmm.
There's a book back in. I think it's like Iron Man. What is it? 150, I want to say. It's
think
it's
so.
a Doctor Doom cover on Iron Man, and I've really been looking for that one for a while. But I think it's Iron Man 150, if I remember right.
I think you're right. I think you are right. And then, of course, I don't know how I haven't read this one yet, considering it's just been here. But this cover, so good.
Yeah, that by far is probably our favorite ongoing of the year,
Yeah,
of last year.
it is. Yeah, because some of what came out before it was really good too. It was really good.
Yeah, Daredevil. Yeah, Daredevil has been so good.
It's
And
been
again,
really
that goes
good.
back to, my one of my favorite writers of last year, Chip Zdarsky.
Yeah, I don't know how I haven't read these yet, but there's
Well, like I said, I mean,
Daredevil
it's
has
easy to
been
get
so
behind.
good. I would recommend Daredevil if you haven't read it yet.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, to any.
Definitely.
Yeah, even.
I almost wore my Daredevil shirt, but then I couldn't because it wasn't Monday. And my OCD was like, no, it's not Man Without Fear Monday. It's Webhead Weekend.
Yeah, Man Without Fear, well, I was gonna say Matt Murdock Monday, but yeah, Man Without Fear Monday.
Woo, Matt Murdock Monday, Man Without Fear Monday.
There's
One and the same.
there's that art germ one right there.
It's gorgeous. It's beautiful.
I like that. It's got kind of like a crazy look on her face too, but
Well, it's art German. Art
Oh,
German's really good.
yeah, it is.
Hey, Southern Comic Geek. Thanks for joining us. It's good to see you. We're just going over and showing some of our up next to reads. Since we ended up going through our collection and filing it and putting a lot of it away, that we got it like more organized, and now even the bookcase looks a lot better. And like over here,
Yeah,
looks gorgeous.
yeah.
I love it.
You did really good on our collected editions in that area over there.
Yeah, some of them I left over here, some of them I put over there, and it just like mixed it up so it wasn't too heavy on one spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're just kind of showing some of the up to reads. The next one that I have is this one, and I can't like I've been wanting.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to that one
get
for a while.
for a while, and so there was this one,
I totally forgot about that one too.
and then there was this one and this one
God, I know those covers.
that are on my to reads.
Yeah, I think isn't it written by Remender, huh?
Remender, yeah.
Oh wow.
Giant generator.
Yeah, I just remember seeing solicitations in that for the longest time back
Yeah.
before it came out. And
Andrew Robinson did the art. I like it.
oh, okay, yeah,
This one was Eric Powell.
yeah.
It's a little different.
Still need to read. Still need to read. Finish this one off. Dark Knight's Metal. Got these shiny
Because
covers.
reading is fun. You know what? Read more comics.
Yep.
I love reading comics. They're so great. It's like
That's what I'm looking forward to tonight.
I finished my not Destiny, Jesus. Bombshell. I finished my Bombshell puzzle. I already finished my Destiny puzzle. I've done 2 Destiny ones. But I'm so happy I finally finished my Bombshell puzzle. And so now I just need to get a frame and Mod Podge it and put it up on the wall. And then all the Catwoman books I have up on the wall, I'm going to bring in and file in here. So I'm excited. I finally finished it. Hey,
Varangian Vigilante.
Viridian Vigilante. Thanks for joining us. It's good to see you. Even though I can't talk.
All right, and this is by far one of my favorite cover artists of last year. Here's Perillo on Vampirella 15.
You have a lot of Perillos.
Yeah, I know. He's been putting out a hell of a lot more stuff too. I
He
remember
has
I
been,
remember when I
too.
started becoming a fan of his work and started.
Thanks. I try. I really do try. I don't. I'm really bad at pronouncing stuff.
But yeah, like once I started like getting a collection of his and stuff too, he started getting a lot more jobs and stuff too, and just putting out a lot more stuff.
Well, at least I can say my R's these days because I used to not be able to say R. My R's used to sound like W's, and I had like a speech impediment that I had to go to speech therapy,
And there's
and
16.
it like changed. But to this day, there's still words I can't pronounce. And now I can't even mimic what it was like to have an R sound like a W because it's like I trained.
Like if you just say like Robert or something like Wobbert.
Yeah. It's still hard because it's like
Like Elmer Fudd. You wasky wabbit.
I love Albert Fred. He's one of my favorites. Oh, he's great. So good.
I know. I loved him. I loved Elmer Fudd too.
Well, it's like for so long I was like trained to not make him sound like W's anymore. So it's hard to make him sound like a W when it's like
Yeah, because you had to train yourself not to do it. And
yeah. This series, speaking of Postal, I really enjoy this series.
oh yeah, I forgot about how there was even more that they'd been doing.
She's a yeah, but it's good.
I know.
She's a savage, is what she is.
I do need to get those older trades out and read those.
I think you would like them. I think you would. Rory Magnum in Night.
That one's a different writer now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's where does that say? Levi Fleming?
Levi Fleming, Cecilia Lovalvo, Stephanie
Phillips.
Phillips, and Jesse Elliott. Also in this issue.
Is that
Molly?
Is that a number 1? What number is that?
I think it's a number 1.
That's a trip. I don't even see the number on it.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh yeah, yeah. Vigilante says I love playing Postal still to this day.
It is a book.
Okay. Oh, there's something about darkness on the back too.
The Complete Darkness, Volume 1.
That was an awesome game.
It was.
Back in I guess back in the day. Got it. Doesn't seem that long ago, but.
Night Shift, Molly. It looks like.
Oh, so it could just be a one shot, maybe just Postal Night Shift.
Yeah, because it has 2 different stories in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like a annual one shot type
Yeah,
thing.
it probably is. If it isn't one shot down here in the fine point, it'll say like published.
Published by Image Comics Inc. Office.
Because sometimes it'll say like published monthly if it's like an ongoing, and then it'll say.
Nope. Postal Night Shift one shot.
Yep. Okay. There it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is kind of like an annual thing. But yeah, I've noticed that on like Marvel and DC. If you look
like
at that,
Top
sometimes it'll say like, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like Top Cow is a pretty good publisher. I like some of their stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't found a sword yet to be a broadsword with a valiant. I haven't found a sword yet. I found a dagger, but it's not a
A
sword.
pretty wicked dagger too.
It is a pretty badass dagger, but it's not a sword. So I'm still looking for a sword, but eventually I'm gonna find one and do it.
Yeah, I think it's probably pretty particular to actually be a sword, since the name of the company's Broadsword.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Matter of time. I gotta find it.
Yeah, you get caught up on this one. Here's Batman 104.
Just hold it closer to the camera. I could try that, but it is a lot
Yeah.
smaller. It's like really maybe only like that big.
Right.
You wouldn't scale down the size. Tank Girl. I've always loved Tank Girl growing up.
105. I'm really liking a Ghostmaker too.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm stoked for this one. So here's annual number 5. The origin of Clown Hunter revealed.
Hell yeah.
Because in the story we know kind of just like a broad picture, kind of like of his origin.
That's interesting. East London, they don't pronounce T's or H's.
Oh yeah.
That's interesting.
Southeast
That's one
London.
that I always have a hard time pronouncing too. Is Javier, when it's spelled, or like when it's Javi or Javi, like it's hard.
Really? So like the H sounds?
Well, I can like do the H sounds. It's just when it comes to like Javier
Oh.
or like Harvey, because is it like Harvey or is it like Harvey? Harvey? See, now there's an A in there. See, I don't know. My brain just gets confused. It gets confused. But yeah, see.
Yeah, you got me lost.
I've always loved Tank Girl. I get everyone lost. I'm so good at that. It's my superpower. I tend to have that effect on people. I really loved Tank Girl growing up. And she's just really super badass.
Yeah, I think...
So I've been really excited to get to these to reads. I've been doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff, like working on my puzzle and organizing all of this and getting that ready for display. Like,
yeah,
I've been doing a lot.
I know. Yeah. I mean, I've finally been reading
Self. Oh, okay.
a bit more.
That's where I think a lot of kids when I was younger thought my accent was from, because they'd always be like, "Oh, you guys aren't sisters," because my little sister, me and her, there would either be like when we were kids, people would either think there's no way we're related or that we were twins, and how it could be so opposite of the spectrum, I don't know. But
Right?
yeah, it was weird. But the ones that didn't believe we were even related thought it was because I didn't sound anything like her. Like they would always ask, "Where are you from? Where are you from?" I'm like, "I'm from here. I'm not from anywhere."
Oh, wow.
I'm like, oh. And Neil Gaiman. And you know what I found out about Neil Gaiman is on YouTube you can find audiobooks of him reading some of his books, and it's the entire book.
Yeah, because what was the one you were listening to?
It's really good. It was Elsewhere. No, it was Everywhere. Whatever. Elsewhere. I think it was Elsewhere.
Or wasn't it like Neverwhere or
Neverwhere.
Neverwhere?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what it was. And so I started listening because I could just listen to Neil Gaiman read the phone book. His voice is just so like transcendent. Like
I know.
It's just,
I love it.
It's good. I really love Neil Gaiman.
I know we can almost listen to those like audiobooks and stuff like like when we go to sleep.
For real, yeah, I would.
Remember.
And then we start dreaming about him. He talked in his sleep last night, guys. He doesn't always do that.
I guess I yelled in my sleep.
Yeah, well, you kinda.
But I've done it like twice.
Yeah, in the going on 8 years that we've been together and that we've been with each other, he's only talked in his sleep twice. But to be correct, he actually yelled one time, and it scared me out because like he'd fallen asleep on the bed and I fell asleep on his chest, and then like out of nowhere he screams like "Mom," and it like jump wakes me up, and it's like it was like a scream. But the one last night was more just like loud and clear, and I tried to get you to respond some more to see what you were dreaming, and he wasn't going for it. He was just like
I don't remember it.
Staying asleep.
But it was a trip because when you told me I had, because you know sometimes you can remember your dreams, most time you can't. But I had remembered it.
Sometimes how it's like an image that you see or a word while you're still
It,
waking up that like brings
it
it
brings
back.
it back,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what was crazy with it, and it was I just thought it was funny because I was like last night when I was waking up this morning, and I was telling him because we didn't get up until like 10 or 11,
Yeah.
but when I was like, oh yeah, you talked to your sleep last night, and he was like, what,
I'm like,
really?
what?
I was like, yeah, and that last night it was is you had said it wasn't our
What? Yeah,
problem.
something like it wasn't our yeah, it's not our
Yeah.
problem. Figure it out or something. I think you said.
Yeah, it was like I think it was it's not our problem. I think is what it was. Yeah, and I'm like, so when you said it in his sleep, I'm like, what's not our problem?
Because I did
And
the
then he
same thing.
didn't say anything else,
I
and I'm
mean,
like, okay.
you talk in your sleep like most nights, and
Oh yeah, I talk.
I normally do that, like where I'll like I can carry on a conversation with you when
Oh,
you're talking in your sleep.
well, you usually do.
Yeah,
Like I've gotten us approved for loans. I've gotten us food. I've gone to my brother's barbecue. I've like one of the most recent ones. I was telling him when he was waking me up. I was like, I need your license, and he's like, why? For the drug test. What? What is that for? For the job interview. And he's just like,
and like what job interview at the time? At the time, I don't
yeah,
think I even
because this
had
was
one
a
yet at the
couple
time.
months ago. This is just a couple months when I was like passed out. Like
Yeah,
there's usually a time period, a time frame for people when they wake up in the morning to like have their coffee, have their cigarette, or just have their
till they
like
get
kind of
going.
like wake up. Whereas with me, it takes like a good 10 to 15 minutes for me to be uh, conscious.
It's a
And
good half hour almost
yeah,
on most
there
times.
was one time though that you woke me up and I was being really bitchy about something because it was like in my dream. I was trying to make it make sense and it wasn't making sense. And I was just so confused when you woke me up that I thought it was legit. And I like was getting mad at him because he didn't know what I was talking about. He had no idea what I was talking about. And I was getting mad at him like, how do you not know this? And then I realized, wait a minute. And then it like finally sunk in and hit me. I'm like, wait a minute. Um, that is not in this reality. I need to wake up. And once it hit, I was like, I'm talking about a dream, aren't I? And you're like, yep.
I'm like, yeah, because I had no idea what you were even talking about.
I kept getting at him. I thought for sure he knew what I was talking about because he did in my dream. In my dream, he knew
Hmm.
exactly what I was talking about. So when, like, by about the third or fourth time asking you, like, what, you're like, I don't know. And then it finally sunk in. Then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I'm just waking up.
Yeah. I know, like most mornings, like I'll start talking to you or something, and you just have this like blank look on your face. I'm like, all right, 5 more minutes. Like, nope, not yet.
Oh, there's so many times it happens.
Yeah, like werewolf at lunchtime says you need to roll some freezing marbles down his back.
Right?
I've came so damn close of finally using them a couple times.
You have used
To
them
yeah.
once or twice.
Well, no, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I have used them. I think once I've used them.
Yeah,
But I mean, but I brought them out a couple times.
I'm a pain in the butt. I try to wake up. Like when we first started getting together, and we were like in the first year, it was before we moved in, and I'd get pissed when he didn't wake me up before noon. I would get so mad,
You would.
and then he'd be like, "You're not gonna sleep over anymore if you're just gonna get mad that you didn't get up at noon when it was your own fault."
Because it's so hard getting you up in the first
I
place, and
didn't
then
realize it was that hard. I thought that you just like genuinely weren't getting me up, but it like legit is you were
no,
trying to wake
I
me
had been
up.
trying like all
Yeah,
morning.
you've been trying hardcore. There's even some Saturdays that I slept till like 9, and then I got out of bed. Like I could sleep.
You can't. It's
I
crazy.
wish that I couldn't sleep as like I wish you could kind of sleep as hard as me, but then at the same time it'd be like even harder to wake you up.
I mean, it probably would.
It really would
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
I mean, I've always kind of been, I don't know, like borderline insomniac, I guess. But and
I've been
it always
more
been like a night person too, to where
I've been more nar
it's borderline narcoleptic. Yeah.
yeah, narcoleptic. That's the
Yeah.
word. I couldn't remember how it was pronounced. Yeah, narcoleptic. I'm like pretty much damn near. I can sleep for days. It's
And you can fall asleep like out of nowhere too. Like
yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's not like narcolepsy in the movies, like
Yeah.
clunk, but I mean, it's damn near that bad though.
Damn near. I remember one of the first times I was over at your place. It was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and we were watching TV, and I passed out. And I was waking myself
Like
up from my own
immediately.
snoring. Yeah, it was like 20
Yeah.
minutes after I got there, and I started snoring in my sleep. And I'm like, "Babe, you're snoring too loud." As I'm cuddled, watching TV with him, he's not even
Not even
asleep.
asleep.
And I'm like over here complaining about him snoring when it's I've woken myself up from my snoring before. It used to happen in high school too. I'm like, oh,
I always hated
oops,
that.
I am the only one asleep. Look at that. I'm up now. Sorry,
I know.
guys.
I used to sleep so much in school, and I hated it too because like you'd like jerk or something, and then you like lift up and you like look around and you just feel like everyone's like watching you.
Right. Okay, these are just the other ones of North mythology. So it's like Neil Gaiman is incredible, and I just
Oh yeah, that's those.
I want to get all of the David Mack variants.
That's it. Yeah.
They're gorgeous. David Mack is definitely one of my favorite artists.
Yeah, that is.
I am still a little jelly of Bear Island Comics.
That commission on
Catwoman that
on
he
the
got
last
done.
con, yeah.
So beautiful, so beautiful.
Yeah, side note again, God, they did such a good job on that
I
movie.
love
Like
his
we've watched
colors
it
that
a
he
couple more
uses.
times since then, and
I
Oh, I
really love
know.
the colors and how it's like water, like water, but
it's watercolor, yeah.
yeah, it's so gorgeous. Yeah, because we did watch The Last Con a few other times.
Yeah, we watched it a few more times since.
It's just so funny, and the D-Runk, at the end where he's just like staring off and like it's,
God, I know. D-Runk's a
there's
star
so-
after that. Like he was so funny in it.
it was such a great show. I really enjoyed it. Even it's just
I know
good.
they just did so good. They did so good on it.
It was so good. That doesn't even sound good, and I'm from here.
And I'm from here. That doesn't even sound right.
And you recreated it. I would try it, like mac and cheese in the
I don't
morning.
know. I don't know if that early in the morning though.
It sounds good.
I think it was like I think they said like 8 or 9 in the morning. In like I don't know. I mean, I love like breakfast foods, but I'm not like a eat as soon as I wake up like breakfast kind of person. But I love breakfast foods though,
I think it sounds like it could be good. Maybe someday.
I mean, in
Hey,
general.
Carol, thanks for joining us. It's good to see you.
Yo, Carol.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, I can
It's
see it.
Saturday.
I can see it kind of being good.
Yeah.
But damn, clear. That's what it like sounds like. Like,
Right? I do like mac and cheese. The mac and cheese is good.
oh yeah.
Really good.
God, I haven't made any in a while, and that's about the only damn thing I can't cook.
I'm learning how to cook more.
There's number 7.
I'm buying ingredients, and my mama showed me how to make gumbo and enchiladas. Her spinach and cheese enchiladas are so
what was
good.
that? What was that thing? That you reheated? Remember? What was that? Oh, it was there spaghetti, wasn't it?
Gumbo.
No, I think it was spaghetti.
Oh yeah, it was.
Remember that?
It was the spaghetti. Ooh, yeah, it was.
That was so
spaghetti.
good.
So good. She makes the best spaghetti. She's gonna teach me how to make the sauce, and she even got me a Dutch oven thing. It's this red ceramic bowl that can go in the
Oh.
stove.
Like a
It can go
like
in
a
the
Dutch
oven,
oven
not in the
cooker.
stove.
or cooker
Jesus,
thing.
special, good, special.
Lord.
But I'm super excited for it. I'm like looking. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. One of these days, she's gonna teach me her spaghetti, and I think it's gonna be when she gives me my own thing to like make it in. And then I really love how she was even saying that when it looks like the copper of a penny and smells like popcorn, that's when you add in this. And I love that. It was like, oh. I'm so excited about it. Hey, the comic collector, thanks for joining us. It's
Hey,
good to
what's
see
going
you.
on? Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
starting
Glitter and
to-
duct tape says that. Yeah, she loves cooking.
I'm starting to like cooking more. As long as I like clean up along the way, it's really rewarding once it's done and it didn't get burned or wasted. Like, it's like it's a good feeling.
No, it is.
adulthood.
I could definitely
Coming
see
of
how it
age.
is. I was just never. I should never.
I got
try.
gray hair before I learned how to cook. I really like my gray hair though. You can't quite see it in the camera. There's like a little bit over here. it's more silver and it's coming
Well,
in
it's more
strong, but
like in this like in the center up here where I think
yeah.
it's where it's
But I
from.
don't think you could see it through that.
Probably not.
It's slowly coming in more. I'm kind of proud of it. It's turning me into a wizard.
We gotta highlight this one, Carol.
I need a D mask. I don't want to admit it, but damn, I need one. Right? It's a 3D printed
Yeah,
one.
it looks pretty good back here. I don't know. I still need to like
It was 3D printed.
find something.
I want to get a 3D printer.
Hell yeah, I do.
I really want. They're expensive, but I really want to get a 3D printer.
I mean, they're probably not as bad as they were like when they first started coming out. I remember back then
Probably
they were asinine at the time, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really looked at them in a long time, so I don't know.
I just like the Wolverine. Sorry, my back itched. I really do like these though.
Yeah, use those to scratch your back.
With my eczema though, I
Oh,
can
God.
like scratch any spot on my back, no problem.
Oh yeah, I'm
I
sure.
figured out over the years with my eczema. But see, I really love these too.
Yeah, that was awesome how you threw
Right.
those in it too.
I just wish they were only 2 so that it could be X23 instead of Wolverine. Like,
Right.
but I still like them. Like they're still really dope. And we had a good New Year's.
Yeah, this
We-
was our
we
first
didn't
one
do
of the year
anything.
too. So yeah, yeah, we had a good New Year's. We didn't do anything.
It was nice not doing anything. I think it was the night I finished my puzzle.
Actually, I think it was.
I think it was.
Well, what's today? Today's the 2nd, right? Is today the 2nd?
Saturday? Yeah. No,
So-
it was Thursday. No, wait.
Well, it would have been
Friday.
Thursday night, right?
It was Friday. It was Friday that I finished it.
Yeah. Well, it was last night, right? Yeah, it was last night when you finished it.
Yeah, because today's Saturday. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
I know. You confused me again. Yeah.
I can confuse anybody.
So this series I actually started reading today, so I am catching up on this one currently. There's Superman 27.
If you were to sit me in a room with one of the smartest people ever, I bet you anything I'd get them confused in 20 minutes.
Oh, you'd have them questioning every decision they've ever made in their life. There's Superman 28.
I'm just good at pointing out, like, asking certain questions while I'm like, well, what about this? And then, like, mixing it up.
You'd have Einstein change his theory on theory of relativity, and
I still just think it's a different dimension in reality, really. This one I can't wait to read.
speaking of that stuff, I mean, I was reading some pretty awesome and pretty, I guess convincing is the word,
I
but
found LeVar Burton on Facebook and now I follow him.
but yeah, I was reading some articles like on the real like science study into like multiverses and
Dimensions
and everything,
It's
and-
interesting. Like even that one other video I showed you, this girl on a Facebook video thing.
Facebook.
Like, did I say it like that?
I don't. Yeah,
I might have. I don't know. I'm special kind of special, but
you were Scottish for like half a second there.
it was not intentional.
No.
It was not intentional at all. But no, it was this thing where like it was this kid. He was a toddler and he was talking about his past life.
Oh yeah.
And his sister and his mom, and he was like recalling all these like details that were accurate and true. And then they flew him out to where it was, and he was able to like name the house and the family and everything. And it just like there was no way he could have known
There's
that.
no way.
But then the older he got, the less he remembered about it. And it was after they took him to the house that he had gotten like all somber
And it was
about
like
it.
it was
and
like in
then-
another country.
yeah, in a completely different other country. Yeah, and apparently there's been cases of kids claiming that
Recalling
they were,
past lives.
Yeah, recalling past lives, and then in almost all of the cases of kids recalling past lives, it was that the older they got, the less they remembered about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's kind of like outgrowing, but I still
Yeah.
think it's legit.
And
I
that
think
kid
it
was
could be
only
a
like
thing.
9 too, wasn't he? Like even at that time, like when they flew him out and
Yeah, when they flew him out, he was only
He
like
was on-
7.
or yeah,
Yeah,
he
he was
was-
still young. He's like maybe 5 or 6, maybe
yeah,
7.
That one was bizarre.
was-
that one
yeah.
was cool though.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
I like crazy stuff. Reincarnation, yeah. I
Yeah.
believe in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to kind of I don't know. I haven't read much into like, but that video made me definitely want
In
to
a way.
read
but-
into it more. Like another one that I was reading recently too, into like multiverse and all that stuff was like how dreams play into it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
so like what this article was
that dream
theorizing
over dream that I had where it's like weird.
is
That was a weird one.
so like the one I was reading,
I agree.
it's theorizing when you dream, like maybe you're going, like your mind is, like
Going
going to like a multiverse, like a different,
dimen-
or connecting with another you
yeah,
in the multiverse.
I think so. I
And
think that's what it
that kind
is.
of explains like recurring dreams, how sometimes you have like the same
Deja
dream
vu.
over, or or
Whenever
deja
I
vu,
get deja vu, I feel like a sense of promise
of
or like,
contentment,
yeah, contentment. Yeah,
like you're where
yeah,
you're supposed to be in.
exactly. I feel like I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Like, just I always, whenever I get it, I always feel like it's a reassurance
I've always
of,
kind of took it that way too.
yeah, like this is what you're supposed to be doing right now.
I've known some people
Like,
that they hate
same.
deja vu.
I
Like
used to
they're
know
terrified
somebody.
by it.
Yeah, I used to know somebody who always hated it because she would just get scared and
Hmm.
hate, like, didn't like getting deja vu. And well, it's like with my schizophrenia and the voices and everything that I hear. I seriously, sorry, excuse me. I seriously, I don't think I was that close to the mic. I
No,
hope not.
I think you're right.
I hope not. Anyways, I forgot what I was saying.
How we're deja vu and stuff, like how we, and then we said like how some people are like terrified by it, and then
I forgot.
I don't know.
It was. Oh, that's what it was. My schizophrenia. I remembered. Haha. With the schizophrenia and the voices and stuff. I seriously, like, I always joke that I am drugs because I need drugs to function in society. But when I get close to an episode or when I'm kind of like, where I know I like accidentally missed my meds or something like that, I feel like it's just my veil to reality and that there's really all these other dimensions going on simultaneously in the same spot, but they're different levels of quantum density, so they're not all as physical as the one that we're in, but that there's more than one going on. They kind of at the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy, on how Star-Lord's kicking the little things and he's like singing with the little lizards and he's dancing, and then it gets down to business and he pulls up that thing and it's showing the area as if
It
it
was like
was,
in the past,
yeah, as if what it was before
like a day ago or
its current
years
set,
ago,
yeah,
and
yeah, years ago type of thing. And it's just like I kind of see it like that, to where it's going on around us, but we just don't know it.
See,
Right.
in string theory is kind of what
It did come back to
would
me.
support that. Like like string theory kind of supports that.
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
like
it's
the
so
article I was
crazy.
reading, it was explaining like what made him start thinking of it is like when they look at like atoms and stuff, and like how they like bleep like out of existence and then back in, and
Black holes. I believe in black
and that's
holes.
what they're saying. Well, like when they bleep out, like where are they going? And that's what they're thinking. It's these different like like layers, and of different planes of reality, And,
That's what I think.
another person
Like,
we've actually
remember?
been listening to who talks about this stuff a lot is who I used to hate. But then once I
Oh,
started like
yeah.
learning more about the real him, and he's actually a really
Russell
interesting guy,
Brand.
is Russell Brand, yeah.
I like
And
him.
listening
He's funny.
to his podcast and
Yeah.
show, and
Oh, we could go
yeah,
on for hours.
you could tell he's brilliant too. But he's right on that line between genius and insanity, though. Like I just feel
It
like he's
really
treading that
is.
line.
Well, it's like, remember when they came out with pictures of Mars? From Mars, and it looked
Oh,
like a lady,
the lady on
and like
Mars.
it looked like civilization was there, but you couldn't quite see. Like, you could kind of see it, but it wasn't like there.
That
It's kind
creeped
of
the
like
hell
the
out of me.
the man in the moon
Yeah,
and
werewolf
scary
ass.
stories.
Have you heard of the Mandela effect?
I've heard of the butterfly effect.
I've heard of it.
I haven't heard of the that one yet. No.
I've heard of it, but I can't really recall like specifics of it though.
I still believe in the butterfly effect though, because
yeah.
there's been so many times where it's like I think of how we met and how we've been together for so long that it's like, if my brother never invited me over, I might not have actually gotten a chance, to get to know you and ask you what you're drawing. Like, I definitely believe in the butterfly effect, and it's like I feel like it could just be like interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's oh hell, now I forgot what the hell where I was going.
Thank you so much, DK. Sophia, we appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We're trying. We are definitely trying. I know we would usually plan on being on at like 5 our time, but we had to go take care of adult responsibilities. But we're still here on a Saturday, so.
Yeah, that has been the thing with our last like 3 shows or so. It's been kind of at different
Later.
times of the day.
Yeah, it's been a little later in the day, but
Yeah.
that's okay. Yeah, we just get sidetracked there and went off on a rant. Well, not on a rant, but yeah, this is the kind of things we talk about on a daily basis.
And that's yeah, we haven't really talked about this much like on the show though, but I mean cuz this was
Yeah.
more like recent stuff I was kind of reading on and stuff,
True.
but that's kind of like what they were saying too like when you're connecting to like the other you in the multiverse through dreams and everything, it's and they're saying it's Earth where it could be where it's still very similar to ours, but maybe it's
Remember that one dream that I told you about where it was like kind of cabin in the woods type thing, where it's like in the movie Cabin in the Woods, they're being watched and it's really a TV show and they're controlling the atmosphere and things like that. It wasn't necessarily exactly like that to a T, but it was to an extent that there was a back room and there was somebody being watched and they didn't know. But it was third person of myself, and I was like watching myself work while being extremely, because when I worked at Teleperformance, there'd be days I could take calls in my sleep. I'd get good surveys and everything, and I kid you not, I was out. I was like, I didn't even remember the day because I was just so tired, but I had to work, and I like talked to like I just was somehow able to be coherent, and so it was like that, and like it's
yeah,
insane.
that dream that you told me about, that one actually is heavily supported by this like multiverse dream theory thing too.
Yeah, and so then that's what was weird.
But like you could have been seeing the other you, like the multiverse you.
And that's what's crazy, because like in my dream it was like third person, and it was like it was these people watching me work while I'm sleeping and talking on the phones, and they're just kind of chuckling like everyone knows she's asleep, but the funny thing is she still does a good job, or she's I still get good scores, or I still do everything by the book, where it's like because I'm still providing the right, correct, accurate information and coherently moving it forward. Like it was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a trip.
Oh yeah, so the Mandela effect, I guess. Let's see, means you remember something happening that didn't happen in this timeline.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, and then Werewolf said something has happened, but it's changed over time.
Yeah.
Okay.
That okay. Yeah, I do.
So
yeah,
yeah,
that's awesome.
it kind of fits like kind of with the butterfly one too, but a little different though.
Kind of fits more deja vu.
Yeah, almost.
bit,
Yeah,
to
like
where
deja
it's
vu
like-
could be.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I'm sure something like the
Ooh, Art Bell every
Mandela
night.
effect.
That would be good. Yeah.
It's probably yeah. It would be a theory that probably maybe supports it. Deja
Speaking
vu.
of the dreaming,
All right. Speaking of dreaming, right?
I love Neil Gaiman's dreaming.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Werewolf says I fall asleep listening to Art Bell every night. Yeah, Art Bell's another easy one too. What was
Waking
the one?
Hours.
There was a short period of time there.
That's a really cool cover too.
We were listening to something, and I would always call him a poor man Neil Gaiman, even though he was a good one. I mean, he sounded just like Neil Gaiman, but it was just like some YouTube relaxation stuff, I think, or something.
Oh, it was the Remedy one. It was
Oh, it was on like an app or something, wasn't it?
no, it was on YouTube. It was the one my mom introduced me to. When I was having really bad panic attacks and anxiety attacks, and like
Yeah.
when I had underdosed accidentally,
That's when it was. Yeah, when you were accidentally doing
and
that.
like I was a lot more spastic and like just coming unhinged type thing. Like it was a little, so it is like it helped calm, and like actually that was like the one time, because when I go into an episode, I don't sleep. When I'm
Oh,
in
I
an
bet not,
episode,
yeah.
I am awake for hours or days, and
I
I won't
bet.
even realize that I'm. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
People missing their time lanes, so different plans crossing paths. Yeah,
Or different
agreed.
planes crossing paths.
Agreed.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna read more into that though too, because yeah, like I somehow stumbled across that article. I mean, I've always been fascinated about
think-
stuff like that, but I've just never really.
I don't think it was
Dug into
I
it.
think it was Sam Singled Web that shared it on Facebook.
It was.
and then I had kind of showed it to you, and you were like, "Send it to me," and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Damn it, Sam. Yeah, it was,
I love Sam.
I know, I
though.
do too.
Sam's so awesome.
I know, but he's gonna have me going down a crazy ass path I never thought I'd go down. But
Maybe
an
you were
interesting
meant to
one
go
though,
down that
for
path.
sure.
I never believed in destiny or fate, and then all the cosmic occurrences between me and you. I'm like,
I've never
what?
really
How is that
believed in
even
it too,
possible? Like,
but now, yeah,
I
right.
used to not be. I used to not believe it, but there's more out there. The more you know.
Hey,
There's more
aggressively
out there.
relaxing.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
We're just kind of wrapping up. We ended up being a little
Oh,
later than usual.
Yeah, it has been an hour already. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Werewolf says now I want to watch the Twilight Zone.
Right? Oh,
Right.
the Twilight Zone. There was one episode of the Twilight Zone I always remember, and it was this dude. It was in black and white, and it was this dude that all he ever wanted to do was be able to read his books, but he never could because people in the world would be prevent him from doing so. You have to do this. You have to carry that. Go do this, and all he wanted to do was sit down and read his books.
I can kind of relate.
The end of the world happens.
Oh shit.
All the people die. He's the only one left. He's like, I finally get to read my books. He breaks his glasses and can't see.
Oh god.
And that's
terrible.
just the one I remember. I don't know why.
Oh,
It was like
wow.
he goes to sit down on the step to like, the library, and he goes like pull out
Sits
the
on
book.
his glasses.
Yeah, he like steps on his glass. His glasses like fall off or step on, and I just remember his glasses breaking after he is like the last person on the planet alive, and just wanted to read, but then couldn't. I'm like, of course, Twilight Zone.
Well,
That's
after
how they
that-
get you. That's why they say you can't have your pie and eat it too,
Right?
even though I want to.
Even though I want to.
Mm.
I don't remember. I mean, I think I used to watch the Twilight Zone a lot, like when I was younger and stuff. I just don't really.
I just remember
Can't
it was like
remember
a
it.
black and white one. It might not have even been the Twilight Zone, but I could have sworn it was.
It could
was
have
in
been.
black
I
and
mean,
white.
because I think a lot of the like the older ones, I think a lot of them were black and white.
There's a few. I don't remember the name of it, but there was one silent movie I saw one time on TV. I thought it was awesome. Like it like did the scene, and then it would flash to like
and
the
then
script
the
and
words, yeah.
silent movies. Like those are cool, and like even black and white stories, to where it's like they would be like the Three Stooges,
Yeah.
and it would just be like playing music, and he's just going along all these things. Like, yeah, that's Anyways,
Oh yeah, Werewolf says. I think that's the Frank Gorshin
Ooh.
episode. He played Penguin in the original Batman.
that
Oh yeah,
interesting.
yeah, that was him.
That was.
Or
Yeah,
or
that'd
yeah,
be-
even Hitchcock. Yeah, Kachink says maybe Alfred Hitchcock. That definitely does sound like a Hitchcock thing too.
Yeah.
I loved old Hitchcock. Like I used to have
I dropped the lid.
a collection like where it was like three movies, but each one had like 2 or 3 of his films on it. I mean, obviously the one he's like really known for is Psycho, but I mean there was a lot of other ones too, like was it Strangers on a Train or whatever, and then Birds.
Eternal
And
Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
I haven't seen that one in a long time.
It's been a long time, but
I think
it
I've
hits,
only
like,
maybe even seen it
ripping from, like,
once. and
memories
it was
and
just like, yeah.
wiping memories. Identity. Oh, Identity is
Oh,
such a
yeah.
good one with John Cusack. Where
Yeah.
I really like John Cusack as an actor. I think he's good.
Oh yeah, that's the one. Yeah, with
Where
like
they're all at a motel,
and
they
yeah.
get stranded, and then they start dying off one by one.
that
and
one was really good.
that one I love. That's the one that I got the I was sitting on the stairs. I saw a man that wasn't there. He wasn't there again today. How I wish he'd go away,
Yep.
even though the man's not there.
God,
Like,
the ending of that movie is
I
like
love
holy.
so good. I love
It's
psychological
one of those
movies
ones
like that.
yeah that you just don't see coming.
I like psychological movies.
Yeah, I always have
The
to.
Birds is my favorite.
Yeah, the Hitchcock ones.
Yeah.
Uh,
I like even The Blob back in the day when they made The Blob,
yeah.
and then The Killer Tomatoes.
Oh yeah, and Rear Window too. I forgot about that one.
Oh yeah. See?
God,
We-
yeah, it's
we
been a
get- we
while
get-
since I've watched like like any of the Hitchcocks really.
You know what we realized?
What?
We should probably watch TV for how much we pay for the
I know
internet
that-
and cable.
It was yeah, that dawned on me today
Yeah, yeah.
because we watch like no TV.
Hardly ever. and it's like,
which is like not really like us because we used to like watch a lot. I mean,
well, we
I
used
mean,
to. I
I've
mean,
been playing
it's
like video games a
rare.
little more, but
It's rare. Like we hardly ever like we're usually reading or organizing or puzzle or just a bunch of other
keeping
stuff
each other
like
company. Just
yeah, that too.
honestly, yeah, talking a lot. I mean, that's like what made us like do a show and everything too. Is
Mm.
like sitting around like all like how we was just yeah, just talk about random stuff.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
I know.
Like
I mean, that's what I was gonna say. Is like, I mean, we keep each other company good enough. Like, we don't really watch much TV,
yeah.
even though
There's
like we want to. Like, there's a lot of shows and stuff I know we want to watch. Like, I would love to be caught up in all this Mandalorian hype and everything,
mm-hmm.
but I'm still trying to get you caught up on all the Star Wars movies.
Hey, we started to catch up on
But
him,
I think we could actually probably
but I am still.
watch The Mandalorian
Oh,
without really knowing much about.
I
I think.
forgot. But you just reminded me. I need to catch up. I will catch up on Star Wars with you. I promise that will happen. But another thing about me being a Trekkie, you know, on Star Trek, how they have like the symbol where it's like the point and then it goes down to like the
Oh,
2 points.
yeah.
You know that one where it's like it
Yeah,
goes
it's
like
the like the Academy or whatever. They're
yeah, that
yeah.
thingy. When I was little, my mom was baking bacon and cooking, and I was sitting too close to the thing that she was using to make the bacon that I had a scar right here on my hand. And when I was a kid, it looked just like the
I,
Star Trek symbol
I can faintly
of
see it enough.
maybe
Yeah,
maybe it
it's
wasn't
the
Voyager. Oh
no.
yeah, it was Voyager. Yeah, see that little button on her shirt? That
Yeah,
one.
it's like the
The
Starfleet Academy
yeah,
or
the
something.
Starfleet Academy. Yeah. So I still have the scar. Yeah, obviously you can't see it from here. I still have the scar right here, but when I initially got it when I was little, it was further up right here. And I remember like when I got burned by the bacon grease and it hurt and it's like, she's making me feel better. She's like, "Oh, hey, look at that. It looks like Star Trek. You're part of the Starfleet." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're right.
I know I can
It's
faintly see it
not so
still.
bad."
To where
Yeah.
yeah, I could see how it could look like it.
But because I've aged and it's been
Yeah,
25 years,
probably 20. Yeah,
about 25 years, it's gone farther back, but you can still kind of see it. And I think that's why I've always been a Trekkie. Is I even had this Starfleet like symbol
oh
as a
well.
scar, legit, like just like right here. But since I've grown up, it's gone down to about right here. Like right here's the point, whereas it used to be up here, but
I know
your skin
it's a
like
trip.
grows.
I have
Yeah.
multiple scars like that too that have migrated.
Yeah. Like even there's that one. That was when I crashed my bike. I got stitches in my chin. I got
Mm.
12 stitches, and I haven't broken a bone yet, but I've only gotten
And
stitches.
I've broken most of the bones in my body, and I've never had stitches.
Stitches aren't too bad. No, they're a
Like
trip.
I've even had surgery, and I haven't even had stitches.
Have you seen somebody with staples?
Yeah, yeah,
Staples are intense. Like I saw a dude that cracked his head open, and he had to like get staples. And it was like
yeah.
savage.
I mean, I've had some that maybe I probably should have. I always just super glued or duct tape stuff together when I was skating growing up.
I use super glue. The body heals. The short story A Sound of Thunder by Bradley Berry is a great example of using the butterfly effect. He steps off the path.
Then they come back to the future, and everything is subtly different.
It reminds me of Sliders.
Yeah, Sliders
Sliders.
was another good one too. Yeah.
Sliders. That one broke my heart though too, because Sliders like they I don't know if it was the end of the season or if it was just an episode, but I remember the Sliders had gone through all these different dimensions and all these different realities that they just wanted to be back home. And so they
Oh
finally
wow.
get there. They think they're there, and the only way they know that they are there in the right timeline is if the door to the gate to the front yard doesn't if it like creaks when they go to turn it. If it like creaks, then they know they're in the right reality. But in the episode right before they landed in the right one, the house of where the gate was at the front of the lawn, they had just fixed it.
So
So
what they were in the right one though?
they were in the right one, but they didn't think that they were because it didn't make the creak of the noise
Oh,
when the door opened. And so then they just kept going on and trying to find different realities of trying to get back to where they were from.
oh, that's messed up.
Yeah, that one was sliders too. Like, there's a lot of messed up ones that I don't know why they stick in my head.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, like
It's
you've
one
always
that I
said,
remember
they're
though.
only shows, but the emotional
Duct
damage
tape.
is real.
Duct tape is very useful.
Oh,
By
hell yeah,
far.
it is. I mean, yeah, that thing's like miracle invention.
Ooh.
What
It's out in the living room.
is it? I didn't know like what you were.
I made something. I made two things, current and silver.
Oh, the box and stuff.
I redid the bags and boards again, and they look a
like
lot better than they
the
did
box where
before.
we keep our like made bags and boards.
It looks a lot
Yeah,
better
because
this time.
like how we were storing them before, we noticed that they were like kind of starting to slightly like bow over time.
Yeah. And it was weird. And
And
then, like, the
yeah,
other
I
way
don't
we
know.
had them, it was like they kept slanting down because it was a box, the short box just standing up instead of a short box being flat.
Yeah.
But before we just had like bags and boards divider, bags and boards that, it was just like a divider. Like I posted it on Instagram, but it was kind of hard after a while to see which was silver, which was current, what is just
Yeah,
boards.
it was hard to
So
tell.
I redid it again. I don't even know if you'd be able to see it if I brought it in here because I'd
No,
have to
you would
tip
have
it.
to like.
Yeah, I really wanted to tip all of it. But what I ended up doing was with the extra boards, like no, um, I ended up making a cardboard thing where it was like two pieces of cardboard. Oh yeah, one of those is what it was. And I put current on one side and silver on two different ones that I made, and they're back to back, and they're like arrows are pointing out. So the center is where it has current and silver, and then it goes the spare boards, and then pre-made bags and boards, and it looks really good, and I'm super proud of it.
And then there's like the mylars of each one
And the
at the end
milers and
of
everything.
the size.
Yeah, at the end of the size. And I was really proud that I did it with packing, clear tape, Sharpie, and scissors.
Hmm?
And it was all while I was working, and we were super slow. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna still continue to work, and we're slow, so I'm gonna sit here and do this.
Yeah,
It's fun to become
and
crafty.
I do plan on get excuse me, but like on getting like a small eventually here soon, but small order of like fullbacks and mylars.
Hopefully, maybe one more month, and we'll be back on track to get everything caught up and everything. Yeah,
Those I'm gonna get in silver though,
yeah.
cause like we have some in like current books actually look really good like in the silver fullbacks and mylars.
It's true.
And then that way more can fit into it. Like if it is like a silver book or
Super glue is used by climbers in a pinch.
by
it
rock
really is.
climbers and stuff. Yeah, in a pinch, it's useful as it cuts together. Yeah, it is.
The cut that happened to my pinky, it was right here. Like I am so surprised that there isn't even a scar because it looked
You
like
bled
it needed,
pretty bad.
Yeah, I bled really bad, and it almost looked like it needed stitches.
Yeah,
And
it was deep
now-
enough. I think you probably did.
Yeah, and there's still blood in the car from it.
There's like,
Oops.
I mean,
But like,
there was
just-
so many that I probably should have had stitches into that I just super glued or whatever.
super glue works. It does indeed.
Hmm.
But hey,
But yeah.
Alex Big Blue, thanks for joining us. It's good to see you. We're just wrapping up.
Yeah, here soon.
We've just
Couple
been
more
chilling.
I need to read here to get caught up on this Wolverine Black, White, and Blood. Yeah, Black, White, and Blood series.
Hellblazer.
And this one, you haven't
This
started
one
reading
was
this
more
series
than
yet.
Usual. I wonder if it was this special.
Is it a?
It might have been.
I don't know. There's a you haven't started reading this series yet, right?
No, I haven't. I need to.
Yeah. So here's Iron Man 4. I need to read this one and get caught up. Yeah, it's been pretty good so far.
Yeah, we just figured we would show all of the stuff that we're catching up on.
Yeah, because we're gonna do a lot of reading tonight. And
especially since my puzzle's done.
yeah, exactly, right. And another thing that's
I love that.
definitely worth mentioning too is, yeah, we found out last night that
Excuse me.
you actually won Dusty Brick Brown's
Oh yeah,
contest.
I never win stuff. Like I thought it was so like Jeffrey Comic-Con tagged it in my sent it to me in a DM, and when I saw it at first and I started watching, I was like, oh my god, did I win? And he's like, wait, what was that? Because he didn't know I entered into it, and I am just super grateful that I can't believe I won, and that book is gonna stay in my collection forever.
Yeah.
And ever and ever.
Because it's like a sentimental book
It is.
for us, and
Yeah.
one that we used to have but sold last year.
And this is one that we are never going to get rid of. And I won it in Dusty Bricks Brown's giveaway. And it is just really kind of
So
him.
awesome.
So I never win stuff, and it was exciting.
Yeah, shout out to Jeffrey too for letting us know as well. Too.
Oh yeah, even Sean Stay Puff, he shouted me out on it and tagged me in it. I was like, oh, thank you guys so much.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I try to keep up with messages. I'm still better than you are, but
I
I
know,
can
I-
fall behind too. Thank you.
I know so many people
Thank you so
probably think
much,
I'm an
Twitter.
asshole or something, because and I don't mean to.
No, he does it to me too, guys. You can't take it personal. That's one thing I've learned. But yeah, I'm super stoked. So he's gonna be getting it out to me within this week, I think. But I'm super stoked.
Yeah,
for it,
so
'cause
we'll probably
it's
have
a really
it
cool
like
cool
in
book.
a week or two to show, or not on maybe on next
It's gonna
show.
go on my side. It's gonna go over here because I am gonna change some of this. Like some of this is gonna stay, but some of it's gonna be moved too.
But all right, thanks.
you.
Thanks once again for hanging out, everybody. We love you guys. Be safe.
We will try to be more consistent on the same time of 5 p.m. Standard Eastern Mountain Time.
5 p.m. Mountain on
Mountain.
Saturdays.
Mountain.
Mountains.
Mountain.
Yeah, we have
Um,
the Eutonics accent.
Yeah, we do. But at least we're here on a Saturday again. You
Yeah.
know, so that will be our goal for 2021 is to do every single Saturday show, no matter what, even if it's at a different
That's
time.
a pretty lofty goal for us. You right? Like,
Doesn't have to be
we do
same
most,
time.
but we
Doesn't
do
have to be
most.
same time of the day, but has to at least be on Saturday. With that, we're out. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out with us and chilling with us for so long. We truly appreciate all of you. You are just so incredible, and thank you for being the best part of the community.
There you go. That's a good one. See you guys.
Live long and prosper.